Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Maharaj.
Devi ki jai. Dandavat Prabhuji.
Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Dandavat Pranam, Devi.
Dandavat.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam Maharaj.
Hello, Maharaj, can you hear me?
Yes, Maharaj, we can hear you.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Maharaj.
Dandavat Pranam Maharaj.
Dandavats.
Dandavat Pranam Maharaj.
Dr.
Dandavat
Sripad
Pranam Didi.
Jai.
Dandavat Pranam Didi.
Dandavat Pranam
Dandavat
Maharaj.
Maharaj.
Dandavats.
Dandavat Pranam Maharaj.
Jai Sripad Bhakti Maharaj Maharaj ki jai.
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 It's very cold, Maharaj, at your place?
It's very cold, yes.
Okay. We have now warm weather here in Navadip.
I know, yeah. Yeah, very fortunate. Mahaprabhu's blessings.
We went to Dhenur today, Maharaj.
Where?
Dhenur.
Huh?
Dhenur.
Denor?
Yes, it is like the place of Vrindavan Das Thakur, where Lord Nityananda Prabhu actually chastised Vrindavan Das Thakur and make him, like a grihastha, but in that way he blessed him to stay there and write Chaitanya Bhagavat.
Chastise him for what?
Maharaj?
Why did he chastise him?
Oh, actually, he went on a preaching program, Nityananda Prabhu, and then one of the family, after Nityananda Prabhu honored Prasadam, then he asked, where is the Haritaki? Haritaki means, it is like mouth freshener, the fruit. So then, the family members given him that. Then Vrindavan Das Thakur thought, Nityananda Prabhu likes it. So let me save something in future, he may ask again. Then he saved something in his pocket. So then what happened? After some time again, he had a big festival and he honored Prasadam. Then he asked, where is my thing? By showing the hand. Then immediately Vrindavan Das Thakur taken out that mouth freshener and given him. Then he asked, where you get it? And he told that I saved from that family when they were giving, so that if you ask in future, then I will give you. Then he told that you are not fit for brahmachari because you have saving mentality. So then you become grihastha. He told me like that. Then inside he was happy because he saved for him. So in that way he blessed him. And Vrindavan Das Thakur, he told that you stay here, Nityananda Prabhu. Then he stayed there and he compiled Chaitanya Bhagavat. Some portion of the original writing is still available there.
How far is that from Navadip?
It is around 35 kilometers.
Okay.
Very close to Bamanpara. We went to also Bamanpara.
Oh, okay.
Like 4 kilometers from Bamanpara.
Do you remember Jai Ram Prabhu?
Jairam, yes.
He came to India.
Uh,
I asked him to go and visit you.
yes.
He may come to visit you.
I mean, Jairam from California?
from New Jersey.
New Jersey. Oh, yeah, this, okay, I remember that Jairam. Okay. He's in India.
We stayed with him.
Where is he?
Well, he wrote a message to me from Delhi.
Okay. He has any contact that we can reach him?
Oh, I don't know.
Like the phone number.
Oh, I don't know. He sent me a text message.
Okay. He came alone.
I have no idea. I just got his message.
He seems to be not having good health or delicate health actually to travel alone.
Huh?
His health seems too delicate to be traveling alone.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I hope he's okay. Anyhow, if the Lord likes, he may see you.
Okay. We will be happy to serve him.
Yeah. Did your cows arrive?
Yes, they arrived yesterday. All the cows.
Okay. How do they come? By train?
By truck.
By truck? Good Lord.
2.5 days journey.
Oh my gosh.
Are they all okay?
Yes, they are all okay, and they seems to be, happy also, fresh. I was surprised. They must be tired, I thought. Then I asked doctor, if their legs may be paining so long, they came like that. Then, doctor told that there is one, medicine that he gave them to, if there is any body pain that is relieved. So they're all happy, but the change of weather and the food, what they were getting there, so they're taking, lesser quantity. So slowly they will be acquainted actually.
Yeah, it's warmer every day than here, huh?
Yeah, it is warmer, and also, we don't know what kind of food they were giving, and the food that we are giving, sometimes the taste is different. So it takes some time for adjustment actually. They send this Ongul cow, they call it, the long legs.
What do they call?
Ongul cows.
Angul.
Angur.
I mean, Angul.
Ongul. There is a place in Andhra Pradesh called Ongul. So with that name, they know their legs are very long, actually, big legs. So the calves also looking very beautiful. And Gir cow, no Maharaj, Gir.
Right?
A gear.
I don't know.
Gear cow.
This is a Gujarat breed, and they send also one that from there.
I only know Sarabi cow. Also Jersey cow.
Jersey cow. Jersey cows are very famous in India also. And I heard that they are also taking these Ongul cows to US and Europe. They are very good in plowing, and also they are quick in growing actually.
Huh? So how was your program today?
Maharaj?
How was your program?
It was good, Maharaj. We went in the morning around 7:30, started from here. And we went first to Dhenur, the tree where Nityananda Prabhu, given mercy to Vrindavan Das Thakur. Then we went to Vrindavan Das Thakur's temple where he was, staying, Bhajan Kutir. then also the place where his Chaitanya Bhagavat is kept. And also adjacent to that, Keshav Bharati's birthplace is there. We went there, and also from there we went to Srila Govinda Maharaj's place, Bamanpara. And then we came back around noon, 2:30, and we had prasadam in our temple only. Around, we went 100 devotees.
Okay. You had a program in the Sringapali?
Where, Maharaj?
In the Sringapali.
Singapore yesterday, Adivas we had
Oh, you're not. Oh, where are you now?
in Singapore.
Oh, okay.
In the
Yes.
morning, we started Maharaj from here by bus, two buses.
Okay.
And then, we visited and we came back. Then we had some feasting like jackfruit prasadam and, some mixed vegetable, rice, dal, chutney, sweet rice, like that.
Today, Krishna Kesava will distribute samosa and ladu for Nityananda.
Yes, he told me that he's going to distribute today.
Hare Krishna.
He sent some, I think, a newspaper reported something about the programs there.
Yes. That was last year. What do you want to do today?
Maharaj, we want to have, some association and listen something from you about Nityananda Prabhu.
What can I say? Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna-lila Kaviraj, says we cannot worship Mahaprabhu without Lord Nityananda. Without getting the mercy of Krishna, which is Lord Nityananda, how can we approach Radha and Krishna? First, we need their mercy. Huh? Nityananda is the mercy incarnation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna and his mercy, they are not separate things. They have to be together, huh? There's Mahaprabhu, his mercy is there also. So, the prayer of Nitai-Pada-Kamala, Narottam Thakura, bhajan. I'd like to mention that today. Let Narottam speak about Nitai. Jaya Vishnupad Paramahamsa Paribraja Kacharya Satara Sata Sripad Bhakti Rakshakshara Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Srila Bhakti Devalayacharya Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Srila Bhakti Niskama Shanta Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Srila A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
जय विष्णुपाद शिला भक्ति माधव पुरी महाराज की जय।
Jai.
So Narottam is saying Nitai-Pada-Kamala Koti Chandra Sushital Te Chayaya Jagadat Chudaya Hena Nitai Vine Bhai Radha Krishna Paitenai Tidakori Dara Nitayar Par Nitai-Pada-Kamala. The lotus feet Pada-Kamala means lotus feet of Nitai. Koti Chandra Sushital. Koti Chandra means millions of moons. Koti Chandra, millions of moons. Susita. The lotus feet of Nitai-Pada are like the cooling effect of millions of moons. Only when we have the mercy of Nityananda can we get relief from the burning fire of material existence. And the meaning. Mercy means that we are relieved of our suffering condition. We are sinful persons, therefore deserve to suffer. But if we can get some mercy, despite our disqualification, we can get some mercy from above, then we can be relieved of that punishment. Right? And someone, criminal, goes to court, a judge will say, you're a criminal, you have done this, and therefore you must get this kind of punishment. And the person, they can say, well, I'm begging for the court's mercy. I promise I won't do anything bad again. Somehow I made a foolish mistake, and I'm requesting your mercy. And then the judge can grant if he wants. If he thinks the supplicant is sincere, he can give him some reprieve. He won't give him the punishment. He says, okay, we'll give you another chance. So like that, Nityananda Prabhu, he represents the mercy of the Lord. Without the mercy of the Lord, how can we get free from our own misery? Without being free from our own misery, how can we serve? Huh? How can we serve nicely the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Like this, they're both necessary. Nitai is considered the Guru. Krishna mercy comes in the form of Guru. Yasya Prasada Bhagavat Prasada. Yasya Prasada Nagati Katopi. By the mercy of Krishna, we get Guru. And by the mercy of Guru, we get Krishna. So we are fallen souls. Then only a person who understands they are fallen souls, is there any question of mercy involved? One thinks they are already advanced. Then where is the need for mercy? for them. They can't appreciate mercy as long as they think themselves already liberated. Because we don't have what is needed to come to the higher platform, we are praying for mercy. We only pray for mercy for that which is beyond our reach, above us. So only by feeling humble and needy can one approach the Lord for mercy. Is that need, that desire for mercy, that will bring that mercy to us. May bring that mercy. But without that, then there's no question of mercy. And the Narottam says, Ena Nitai-Pada-Kamala, Radha Krishna-lila Dudakari Dara Nitai-Pada. Ena Nitai-Pada-Kamala. Without Nitai, without his connection, Radha Krishna is not possible to reach. Without Nitai's connection, Radha Krishna is impossible to reach. There's a process. It's not direct. This tells us there is a process. Hegel would always say the absolute truth is a result plus the process for reaching the result. A result means that there is something that has to come before it to produce a result, a process. So there's a process. One cannot go directly. That would be a misunderstanding. That Hegel call that edification. Edification. We might feel that I am qualified to reach the absolute or to know the absolute. But he says, without the labor of the negative, that so-called absolute that you reached is just edification. It makes you feel like you're important. Makes you feel like, yes, I am a devotee. No. The thing about devotee is that they don't think themselves to be a devotee. A real devotee is a genuine devotee. Always feels themselves to not have that higher realization. And he needs the process. He needs service. He needs to pray. He needs to worship. He needs to serve. Die to live. Govinda said, die to live means service. The whole life is dying to live. Whole life is service. Giving sacrifice, giving to the Lord for his satisfaction. As soon as we start trying to enjoy for our own satisfaction, then our connection with the higher is lost. So one must go through this process process of devotional service, of bhakti yoga, to reach Krishna. Gurudev told, Guru Maharaj told, the search for Sri Krishna is our goal, not Krishna, but the search for Sri Krishna. I think many people today, they are preaching about Krishna consciousness, but I notice they don't say anything about Guru and about service. They preach about how everything is love and joy and whatever. You are spirit, souls, all these things. But they say nothing about Guru and Seva. Bhagavad Gita, of course, tells us 3 things are necessary. Pranipatena, Pariprasadena, and Sevaya. Not enough to be humbly approach these things and to ask questions, inquire, and search for more things. That's not enough. Without service, is not enough. It is not Mahaprabhu's instructions. It is not Krishna's instructions. There must be seva. Seva. And that's where Guru comes in. We must serve Gurudev, the desires of Guru. Chitete Koriya Aikya. We must make our mind one with Guru, our consciousness one with Gurudev's consciousness. It means we carry out the will, the order of Gurudev. His will is my command. That is a process, proper process of Krishna consciousness. Say Sambandha Nahiyar with the Janma Geletar. Say Pasubhata Dorachar. Sambandha, the Nahi means who doesn't have a connection. His Janma, his life, is meaningless, a vain pursuit. Say Pashubhata. As an animal, Durachar, a very difficult animal life. Who doesn't have that connection with Guru, their life is passed in vain. They have no connection with anything true. It's all a false endeavor. Looking for pain, looking for wealth, looking for love, whatever they were looking for, power, knowledge, all these pursuits, they will wind up empty at the time of death. There won't be any fulfillment there. You can't take any of those things with you. So that type of life is an empty life, actually, vain life. You think you're being happy, you think you're doing something for yourself. without that connection to Guru, there's no real, what would you say, genuine,
Substantial fulfillment.
uh,
Substantial fulfillment.
no genuine substance. Your spiritual development in life is eternal. Whatever level of advancement you reach in this life, that will help you forever throughout your whole, how many lifetimes you may have. That's the only thing that you can take with you at death. How much you have made progress in actual Krishna consciousness, in actual surrender and service, and development of attachment for that higher plane. That will be the real accomplishment. Not enough just to chant and have Sankirtan and Prasadam and deity worship, all these things. It's not enough. That is okay for the lower level. But if one wants to make progress, he has to engage in seva, surrender, and service. There one can store up his wealth for spiritual life. His spiritual bank account. That's what Maharaja used to call it. His spiritual bank account. Nitai-Pada-Kamala muke. Majila samsara sukhe. Ujju kule ki karibe tar. This seeking knowledge or liberation, and enjoyment, samsara sukhe, enjoyment in this material life, seeking relief from this material world or enjoyment in this material world. This won't be beneficial, won't give any lasting result if you have no knowledge. Of Nityananda, Mahaprabhu's mercy, and the spiritual pastimes of the Lord. And that is our goal, to be a member of that family, be a servant there. Without developing a service mood, was the question of engaging in transcendental loving pastimes of Krishna and Radharani. There are no exploiters there. one should mold their life in such a way that they become a servant of a Vaishnava. That is proper sadhana. That your identity is not a separate, enjoying, living entity. Your identity is as a servant of a Vaishnava. That servant means service, surrender, submission, obedience, humility, all these things. And this is the function of Lord Nitai, to bring us to that position. Then, once that identity has been established, then the question of Radha Krishna-lila becomes possible to properly understand. Not before that. We try to understand Radha and Krishna. We're still in conditioned consciousness. That will be a great hindrance, an obstacle to our spiritual life. Ahankare matahana, Nitai-Pada-Kamala, Ashratera Satya Kurimani. Ahankar mata, mad with ego. Ahankar matahana, Nitai-Pada-Kamala. And forgetting the feet of Nityananda Prabhu. Those who are absorbed in their own egoism. Like I said, they have no interest in seeking mercy. They already have everything. They're not humble. People who have a lot of wealth, I remember the Christian, I think it's in the Bible, Christ says, it is more difficult for a rich man to enter heaven than it is to put a camel to the eye of a needle. Something like that. Can you think you can put a camel to the eye of a needle? Then to get the rich man in heaven, that will be the same problem. As difficult as that. Why? Because people who have a lot of money, they think they're great. They think they are in control. They have some kind of superior position over everything. Because in this world, everything is based on money, power, pleasure, honor, whatever it may be there. So without feeling oneself very humble and fallen, then there's no need to call for mercy. So these two things go together, humility and mercy are necessary. Nitayar Karuna Habe, Rajay Radha Krishna Bhabe, Tara Nitayar Charan Dukhani. By getting Nitai's Karun, by getting Nitai's mercy, then you will get Radha and Krishna from Vrindavan. Nitai Charan. Tara Nitai Charan. Grasp hold of Nitai's lotus feet. Try Nitai.
Try.
Then Nitayar Charana Satya, Tarahara Seva, Sevakam Nitya. Nitai-Pada-Kamala. Satya. Nitai-Charan Satya. Nitai's lotus feet are truth. You're looking for the truth. Here it is. The truth is that you're an eternal servant of Krishna. Krishna-lila and Nityananda. To grab hold of Nitai's Charan feet is to surrender, to become a servant. Ara Sevaka Nitya. This is the eternal Sevaka Nitya, eternal service. Krishna-lila and Nityananda. Mahaprabhu told to Sanatana Goswami. Jivara Sopoy Krishna-lila and Nityananda. Jivara Tatasta Shakti Beda Beda. You're an eternal servant of Krishna. And if we can get that mercy, surrender, submission, and service of Lord Nityananda of Gurudev, then we have a chance of coming to our eternal Nityananda, eternal, joyful existence. Narottam Bada Duke, Nitai Moras, Kada Sukhi, Radharanga, Charan Pas. Narottam is saying, I'm very sad that you can make me happy. Nitai can make me happy. By bringing me to your red lotus feet. Your reddish lotus feet. Sripad, Nityananda Prabhu ki jai.
Yeah.
What more could I say?
Maharaj, why Narottam Das Thakur is saying Nityananda Prabhu to make him happy?
I told you are an eternal servant. Tara Sevaka Nitya. He can give you that eternal happiness, that eternal service. That's who we are. What's making you unhappy? Because you're not being who you are. Who you are is Satchidananda. And that is an eternal servant of Krishna. As long as we're not doing that, how can we be happy? You take a fish out of the water and give him all kinds of accommodations, he's not going to be happy because that's not his eternal nature. That's not his nature. We are happy when we are being who we are. And then we become satisfied, blissful, ananda. Well, anyhow, that's my understanding. What is your understanding?
Maharaj, I was, thinking that you told that chant and be unhappy. So Narottam is already experiencing the unhappiness, but again he's approaching, he's hankering for the happiness. I mean, so that's something like circular.
Yes, well, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was Krishna himself, but he was always feeling separated from him. So what kind of consciousness is that? He is the highest, and he's teaching us the highest thing, and he is feeling separation from. Then, what is our position? We notice in the Shikshastakam how humble he is, as the expression is there. Trinada, peace, and Ichena. How much humility. No pretension. Showing only his neediness. So we find that indicates saints also. Bhakti we know Thakura also. He has written so many things about how fallen he is. Amara Jivana, Sarapapavya. My life is sinful. How can that consciousness, how can that mentality be so much a part of Krishna consciousness? So Bhaktivinoda told the true Vaishnava can be identified by one quality, dainya, humility. All these
But
other
I
parts.
heard
Huh?
that Srila Sridhar Maharaj, when people are going to Lord Nrsingadev for protection, or sometime they wear Nrsinga Kavacha and like that,
Yeah.
the Sridhar Maharaj saying, why are you going to Nrsingadev? You can go to Nityananda Prabhu for protection. He's saying like So Nityananda's protection is to help us not go any other direction but to Mahaprabhu.
To recognize that, yes, mercy is coming. Krishna is very merciful to us. He wants us to be Krishna conscious. He's helping us. That everything in this environment is helping us, actually, but especially Gurudev. Gurudev is a Trayodasi Vijaya. He is Krishna coming to help us, to teach us about Mahaprabhu, about himself. What more can he do? Come on, you rascal, come. Listen to me. Chant all of these things. Do this, do that. What more do we want? That's mercy. That is his love. His concern with us to follow, to come back to him. And highest mercy is embodied in Gurudev. Srila told the Vaishnavas are like lighthouses. Give guidance to the lost ships. So many ships are out in the ocean, floating around. Where to go? What direction? What direction is proper? And the lighthouse is there. Oh, there's the lighthouse. Now we know where to go. The Vaishnava is the lighthouse. Give direction, enlightenment.
Maharaj, in the pastime of Lord Krishna and Balaram, we see that Balaram is sometimes seems to be, very much, like angry and, externally, like, sometimes disagreeing with Krishna and like that
Yes.
in that pastime. But we don't find that type of mood in Gaur Nitai's pastime.
Mm.
It's completely like, small hints can be, traces can be found, but mostly Nityananda Prabhu is, completely like,
Opposite.
different.
I like that.
He broke Mahaprabhu's danda.
They said Krishna Keshavas and he broke Mahaprabhu's danda.
Yes, Maharaj. That is also for out of his love, but that type of like controlling or completely like sometimes Krishna uses his intelligence, as Srila Siddhar Maharaj says, to like control Balaram actually. Otherwise, he was forceful. But that is completely changed in Gaur Nitai's pastime.
Yes, that's right. What do you say about that?
I'm thinking, how this type of complete change has happened in this pastime. Even though it says Sachisuto Jai and Nanda Suto say Balaram Hoilo Nitai. Nanda Suto Jai, Sachisuto Hoilo say Balaram Hoilo Nitai.
What does that mean?
Means who was the Nanda Suto, he become Sachisuto in this pastime. So who is the son of Nanda, he become the son of Sachi, and Balaram become Nitai.
Balaram becomes a
Balaram became
Nitai.
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 There is some, like Balaram is angry, but we sing the song Akrodho Paramananda. So he's not having anger, Balaram cut the neck of Romer's son. Just he will not offer Dandavat. But here somebody is beating him, but he's giving him the love.
It's the mood of Kali Yuga. Like the whole paradoxical thing about Kali Yuga. It's kind of like supply and demand in the material world. When there's a lot of demand for something, the supply is very small. But when there is no demand, the supply is very big. So Kali Yuga, no one wants spiritual knowledge. No one wants to serve the Lord. So there is so much opportunity for service and so much mercy being available, and no one wants it. So that's the whole mode of Kali Yuga. Even Krishna was killing the demons in Dwarpa Yuga, but in Kali Yuga, he's not killing any demons. So Balaram was also being very rough in Dwarpa Yuga, but in Kali Yuga, he's not being rough. They're giving only sweetness because everyone is so fallen and they won't understand being rough. Only the sweetness. So that's the whole mood of Kali Yuga, of the saints. There was one pastime when Sachimata had a dream of Balaram and Nityananda fighting each other, and then Nityananda won the fight. And one time I asked Acharya Maharaj about that during his Sunday Sangas, And he just said that it's showing that Nityananda is giving more mercy. That's why he won the fight. In Kali Yuga, he's giving more mercy. You were saying how the Vaishnavas are like lighthouses. And one interesting
Maharaj, this Nityananda's mother is Padmavati, and in the Krishna-lila, the mother of Balaram is Rohini. Means also Devaki, we say, but is Sankirtan. He's taken to the womb of Rohini, and in the case of Mahaprabhu's first time, there is also the elder brother of Mahaprabhu, Vishwarup. He is also said to be the expansion of Baladev. So, and he appeared in the Radhadesh and Mahaprabhu appeared in the Gaudadesh. Different, places. In Ekachakra is coming in the Radhadesh, and Gaudadesh is the place where Ganga is flowing, and Radhadesh is the place where the Ganges, waters, this wind is blowing Maharaj. In terms of relating Maharaj Krishna's pastime and Gaura-lita's pastime, means there are so many like aspects. Sometimes it is told one personality incarnating in so many forms actually in Mahaprabhu's, like Gadadhar Pandit and Gadadhar Das you have explained.
They are the Panchatattva, huh?
Yes.
Advaita, Gadadhar, even Srivas. They're all expansions of Krishna, necessary parts. Srivas, of course, is the serving energy. Advaita, Nityananda, and of course Gadadhar is the aspect of Radha Bhava.
Yes.
And then Srivas Thakura is and the devotees, core Bhaktivindas. They are the energies, subordinate energies of the world. But all are Krishna. You can't take any of them away. They're all manifestations of the Lord energies.
We cannot understand in isolation.
The Lord and his energies are there. And not only the Lord, but he also has energies. That is our Vaishnava conception. There's not only Lord, but his energies, in varieties. Vashist.
Whereas the moods are also coming in different personalities, different moods.
Yeah.
In Mahaprabhu's first time, it seems to be.
You can't put Krishna, a formula on Krishna. Free expression, whatever he likes, he can show. Doesn't have to follow a formula.
That is the limit of absolute you have explained, Maharaj. He creates the limits and he changes the limits.
you were telling the devotees are like lighthouses before. And this one verse, Nitai Charan Satya, there was one devotee named Nitai Charan Prabhu.
Okay.
And he traveled. I saw he traveled with Srila Shanta Maharaj many years ago, and he was there living in India with the Acharya Maharaj and helping at the Ekachakra temple. So I think he settled there after he was I think a disciple of Govinda Maharaj, Srila Govinda Maharaj, and then he settled in Ekachakra and was one of the Sevites there. And he passed away like 6 months before Acharya Maharaj, and he was the Sevite at Ekachakra. His name was Nitai Charan, you know. And so he was like a lighthouse because he actually somehow his disappearance in Ekachakra somehow attracted Avadut Maharaj. And Avadut Maharaj traveled to Ekachakra and he was making videos. I remember at the time, he was talking about Nitai Charan's pastimes in the mutt and his service to the mutt. And I remember publicly he was like asking for the mercy of Gurudev and Nityananda and Nitai Charan Prabhu for service to the Vaishnavas. In a very, a mood like he's not showing publicly many times, you know. And then just 6 months later, Acharya Maharaj left and Avadut Maharaj was still there in Ekachakra, and he got the opportunity to help with Acharya Maharaj's samadhi. And it was very odd, you know, it happened like that. But he was attracted by the lighthouse of Nitai Charan Prabhu, and then he had the opportunity to serve Acharya Maharaj, actually. It was very interesting.
Very nice.
Nitai Charan Prabhu liked subjective evolution and our scientific preaching. He the only devotee I find, he always tell that, in Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math, he always told that I like Guru Maharaj preaching that you are doing of subjective evolution. Even though he not in a scholarly background or anything, but he has some loving affection for our services. And he used to always like to come. Whenever we go to Nepal, he came many times with us. Only thing is his health was not so good, so difficult for him to travel. He used to do arti when we go to different, places for preaching. He used to do arti there. He was from Mexico.
Oh,
Yeah.
and Pujari.
Yeah, he was Pujari there. What Prasadam Maharaj you are having today?
Oh, something simple. Something very simple. I don't eat so much. And Krishna Kesar was going to be in Princeton, so he didn't make a big feast or anything. Only some simple prasad. Our main
You are
prasad
feeling good, Maharaj, with that?
is samosa and laddu.
And you cannot take laddu.
I can take one laddu is not bad. I can take one samosa and one laddu, no problem.
How are you feeling, Maharaj, with that, health issue?
I'm okay, Maharaj. Going on, one day at a time. We don't know when Krishna wants to take us. We are ready to go. I don't have any objection.
Maharaj, but I have objection
Yeah?
because I have objection. You should not, because Maharaj,
Hare Krishna. Rake Krishna,
Tomorrow in Narsingapur.
Mare Krishna Rakena, huh? You know that? If Krishna wants to kill us, who can save us? And if Krishna wants to save us, who can kill us? So let's see. Whatever Krishna wants.
Tomorrow, Maharaj, here in Narsingapalli, they are having a program. So they asked me in the main temple to give some, talk there. And day after tomorrow, or on 27th, we are trying to go to Siliguri for a few days preaching program and some collection for the Gaur Purnima. And then we are coming back in the first week of March.
Who is going with you?
15th, Muni Maharaj, myself, and few devotees.
Okay. Maharaj, you look healthy and energetic and happy. Very, very nice.
I am trying, Maharaj, by your blessings with all the odd things.
Okay. Maharaj, I offer my Dandavat Pranam to you and
Dhanyavad, Maharaj.
devotees.
Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivar Jagat Srila Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj ki jai.
Jai,
Srila Shanta Maharaj ki jai.
Jai,
Samangala Didi ki jai.
Jai,
Oma Devi ki jai. Krishna
Jai.
Prabhu ki jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna Prabhu ki jai.
Krishna Krishna Prabhu ki jai.
Gaur Premanandi.
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare. Jai Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai.
Jai.
Nityananda Trayodasi ki jai. Dandavat,
Jai.
Maharaj. Dandavat.
Dandavat Pranam Maharaj. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. We're here with Bhakti Tony Pradhanji distributing prasad at Princeton University. Today is Nityananda Trayodasi. Today is Nityananda Trayodasi and the students are back on campus. Right now is in between. Right now the classes are in session, so there's not a lot of people out and about, but just about 10 minutes ago there was a whole bunch of people and they were happy to receive prasad. So we're here going to have some kirtan. Prabhu, can you tell us about your experience with prasad distribution?
My experience with prasad distribution is, to be very honest, it is a little bit of a challenge, but Hinduism and Krishna consciousness has come a long ways, because I remember like 20-30 years ago it would have been impossible. At least people are opening themselves to listen to what it is, but this one I get a lot of pleasure to helping the Krishna Consciousness Society or anything to do with Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.